Okay, so we're going to look at the beginning of the day that never comes. And so the first thing we're going to do is just talk about the easiest way probably to pick this beginning part. It's 14th fret of the 3rd string, 13th fret of the 2nd string, and 12th fret of the 1st string. Okay, so you're just picking through from 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, but the next thing you're going to do is you're going to bar over the 3 12s and do the same thing. So the question is it easier to bar over these 3 to begin with and then just simply add these other 2 fingers on the 3rd string and the 2nd string? So you could simply do this. Or you could make the shape, then shift. And honestly, again, it's a personal preference, whichever one you'd rather do. Now, once you're here, the next shape, it's probably easiest, though, to leave that bar there, and you're going to add your ring finger on the 14th fret of the 1st string, and you're going to add your pinky on the 15th fret of the 2nd string. So you've got 12, 15, 14. That's the 3rd one, and then the 4th one is the 1st one all over again. So you have for me personally, it probably would be easiest just to leave the bar there and then adjust, but it's again, it's a personal preference. So we have, excuse me. Okay, so you could try it either way. Remember, you can build it. I mean, when you come off this one, I'm going to keep that whole shape there. Now, when I'm going to go back to the first shape, I really could just put this finger in position and then build as I go. You know, these other 2 fingers really technically don't need to be there until I need them. Once I've picked them, they need to stay there, though, because they're going to ring out. So I could go... and that would be completely fine as well. You see, and just build it like that. Okay, then the next part, which would be electric, I'm still going to play it on this clean channel here. This. What you're doing is playing octaves on the 5th fret of the 5th string, which means, again, in an octave, you're skipping the 4th string. You're playing it's like a power chord, except you don't want the ring finger. So I'm going to move this finger down instead. Some people like to use their pinky. Either way is just fine, which means I'm pressing on the 5th string, I'm killing the 4th string, and I'm pressing on the 3rd string. And then essentially I'm killing everything else around it. So when I strum, the only thing you're going to hear are those 2 notes, which are octaves. So I'm moving from 5 to 7, and I could pick it, or I could move just by sliding. Then I'm going to go to the 5th fret of the 6th string, which again means I'm going to pluck this note, kill the 5th string, and then I'm going to be pressing on the 4th string, and I'm going to kill everything else underneath there. And I'm going to get an octave again. So I have, and then I'm going to pluck it and slide up to the 7th fret, and then down to the 3rd fret. So I have, then I'm going to do exactly the same thing, but I'm going to go back to the 5th fret. So see if that makes sense to you. Work with this thing, decide whether or not you want a bar or whether or not you just want to play those as individual notes, and then we'll keep going from there. And of course, you've got the tablature, so you can keep working through this section. Okay, and then we'll see where you want to go next from there. Take care.